Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see what do you mean by addition polymers. So first of all, what do you mean by polymers? The word poly means many and mer means units. So we can say polymers are the molecules in which many units they have attached together. So the addition polymers, they are actually made when many small molecules which contain carbon-carbon double bond. They all attach together and they form a single large molecule with a carbon-carbon single bond. So the small molecules which contain carbon-carbon double bond, they are known as monomers. Mono means one. So one unit, many one units, they attach together to make a polymer. So let's see some examples. First of all, we got this molecule. This is ethene, in which we got two carbons and a double bond present. So let's see how ethene molecules join together to make a polymer. So here we got three ethene molecules, and what happens that during the polymerization process, the double bond is actually used to link between the molecules like this. So you can see that many small molecules they have joined together to make a single large molecule, and this is known as a polymer. And since it is made from ethene, we call it as polyethene. So you see in the monomers we got double bond, and in the polymer there are single bonds and many units. We have actually got three repeat units of ethene to make this. This portion is actually repeating in this polymer again and again. So it's called as repeat unit. So we got three terms: monomers, single molecules with double bond; polymers, long chain compounds with single bonds; and the repeat unit with a simple unit that is repeating again and again. Let's see another example. So we got this molecule. This is a 3-carbon compound with a double bond and is known as propene. So to draw its polymer, first of all, we need to write like this. First of all, in which this carbon is attached with two hydrogens. So we write like this, and the other carbon is attached with one hydrogen and one methyl CH3 like this. And this molecule is propene. So now let's see how it makes the polymer. So we have made three monomers, and what happens that the double bond they are used to link between the molecules like this. So we got this polymer, and this polymer is known as polypropene. And what is repeating in this is this portion. So we have seen two examples of construction of polymers from their monomers. Now let's see some examples of drawing the structure of monomers from the polymers. Like we are given two polymers over here, so we have to draw their monomers. Let's see. First of all, we have to decide that what is repeating in this polymer. So you see we got CH2 and this portion. So this is repeating over here in this case. We got three repeats like this. The first repeat, the second repeat, and the third repeat. So let's draw the structure of this repeating pattern over here like this. And then to make a monomer, we have to draw a double bond in between the carbons. So this is how we convert the polymers to monomers. Similarly, here we got another polymer in which we got this repeating pattern, and to make a monomer we have to add a double bond over here. So these are the monomers that we have made. Now let's move ahead. Plastics, they are polymers. We come across many plastic in our common life, and they are all actually polymers. For example, we got polythene. Polythene is used to make polythene bags, is used to make plastic bottles, and lots of other stuff. Then we got polypropene, it's another plastic. Then we got PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride, is used as an insulation for cables. And we got Teflon, polytetrafluoroethene, It's used as a non-stick surface on the frying pans. So plastics, they are very common in our life, but plastics are associated with some problems. First of all, plastics, they are non-biodegradable. What does it mean, non-biodegradable? That means they are not decomposed by bacteria and fungi. So due to this property, they have certain problems associated with them. First of all, since they are non-biodegradable, they occupy space on Earth, and we need more landfill sites to dispose them. Similarly, they are causing problems as they are getting accumulated in the oceans and are disturbing the marine life. We can burn the plastics, but the problem with the burning is that they produce toxic gases when they are burnt. So these are the problems associated with the addition polymers. So this is all about the addition polymers, their structure, how to convert the monomers to polymers, how to convert polymers to monomers, and their environmental problems. Now let's see some exam questions. So in the first question is saying that which diagram shows the structure of monomer of polypropene. So polypropene should be made from propene. Propene means there should be 3 carbon with a double bond. So the 3 carbon with a double bond is C. In the next question they're saying which partial structure is correct for the product of polymerization of butene. So in butene, right now that we got CH2, there's a double bond present. Then the next carbon, it has a CH like this, and it is also attached with this, that is CH2 and CH3. So first it is better to write the structure like this. Now we can find which is the partial structure. So we should have CH2 present on one carbon, and on the other carbon there has to be CH2 and CH3. So the only structure that has this pattern is A. So we got the structural formula of a polymer, and which one of the following will form this polymer. So we got this repeat unit in which on one carbon there has to be present C2H5, and on the other carbon there is H and Cl, and there has to be a double bond in between the two. So double bond is present in this structure and in this structure. And then the C2H5 and Cl, they should be on two different carbons. In B, they are present on the same carbon, which is wrong. They has to be on the different carbons. So D is the correct answer for this. So the repeat unit of a polymer is shown. Which monomer would produce this polymer? So just we have to find that on one carbon there should be a Cl and Br present. So, and there should be a double bond present. First of all, so double bond is present in all of them, and on one carbon there has to be Cl and Br. So this is fine. This one is not right, this one is not right, and this one also is not right. So Cl and Br is present on the same carbon only in A, while the other carbon it contains CH3, that is also fine. So A is the correct answer. So we got a partial structure of polystyrene, and we have to find the monomer of this polymer. So this thing is repeating again and again, and there has to be a double bond present over here. So we can say on one carbon there should be CH2, and on the other carbon there should be one H and C6H5, and this arrangement is present in B. So in the next question, we got this polymer in which we have the repeat unit is like this one. So if you break bonds from here and from here, we will get the monomer like this, in which there are present carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, and carbon 4. There has to be 4 carbon, and double bond should be present in the center. So this arrangement is present in D with 4 carbons, and double bond is in the center. So in this question we got the structure of a monomer, and we have to find that what is the partial structure of its polymer. So first of all, it's better to write this structure in this form in which we can easily locate it. So we should write it like this. Now We can see on one carbon there is present a Cl and H. Fine, let's find this. So on one carbon there has to be H and Cl, okay, and on the other carbon there has to be an F and CH3. So F and CH3, they have to be on the same carbon. So it's not over here. Here we got Cl and CH3, that is wrong. Here we got H and CH3, that is also wrong. So we got F CH3 and H and Cl. This is the correct arrangement according to this structure. So D is the correct answer. This is all about the addition polymerization. Hope you have understood all this stuff. We will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye.